What's up, guys? It is Flex doing another commentary. This time this is my own game. I play Lee Sin against a Riven top. Now, from the start, you think Lee Sin does what? In the lane. I took Flash Ignite, by the way. I took Ignite because I kind of build Lee Sin as an assassin, you know, early. With the Ravenous Rush or the Black Cleaver. Like, I mostly use him as damage and not so much tank. So, and also I'm looking, Lee Sin's already very mobile with his W, so I can get away with not taking teleport. And you'll see throughout the game that I do get some roams off in the bot lane and the mid lane because it's really easy to do as Lee Sin. So I feel kind of bad because I don't have teleport here. And I'm not going to be able to take a camp level 1, and I'm 99% sure Riven will, and she does. So, if your opponent's taking a camp, your goal is to get level 2 as fast as possible. And by the way, for those of you wondering, like, why did you take Ignite, not Teleport? I took Ignite because, one, I want to secure kill against Riven and get an early lead, because as Lee Sin, if you don't get an early lead, he's gonna be pretty useless unless you're really good at him. And I'm good at Lee Sin, but I'm not really good. You know, like I know how to use him. I know how to do kicks, flash kicks, the whole deal. He uses mobility in team fights. I know how to do that stuff, but I'm not like a Grip X or yeah, not Grip X or Blem Kappa. So. Like I said, my main goal, I don't miss any keeps there. My main goal is to try shove in and try and get level 1 or level 2 as quick as possible and try and make him miss minions. I fail at that, but I still do hit level 2, which is good. And I get a nice roam off. Just farming, making sure I'm not missing any CS, and then I go for the scuttles because I've already shoved her in. Now, this is something you can do if they are, like, she's shoved in really hard here, so I can get away with a free roam, which is exactly what I do. And now I just come to kill scuttles because I want to make sure I have a ward there for my teammates. Rengar comes in looking for it, and he decides to jump me with no health. And he uses W to heal, which was a mistake. I have Ignite. I missed the Q there, but that's fine. Land him with the flash. And I get the first blood. I died, but it's worth, because I got first blood. And everyone lost, and he got the buff, but it's no big deal. Now, this was really bad. Lissandra messed up here diving in after I was dead already. Really no point. She ended up apologizing. I didn't rage at her or anything. I just told her, like, you didn't really need to do that. I already jumped in. What's up, man? I had already jumped in, got the first blood, and got out. That was worth, because their junglers are already naturally behind people in lane phase. Okay, because they don't have solo experience, or they do have solo experience, but they don't get it from the minions. They don't get the same amount of gold as someone in the solo lane does. So me getting first blood was actually really good for the team, and putting Rengar behind was even better. But it kind of got negated because Annie got a double kill, and yeah, she's gonna be strong. So now I'm gonna let the wave shove crash into my tower. I really don't want to be fighting Riven right now because once she's level 4, I do have Ninja Tabi and item advantage, but like really all I want to do here is just farm. Alright, so trading with Riven, she does have less health. So this is how you trade with Riven. I slam my E to the ground and then activate my W so that I tank minions. The shield will tank the minions. Okay. But again, I'm just trying to farm. I activate my W, it kind of keeps her from engaging. There she comes in. I really just wanted to get my cannon there, but I wasn't able to get it. Do I get it? Yes, I do get it. Nice little bait though, because here comes the Zhao. Flash E, which is really good. Really good gank from him. But again, it's like, and this is exactly what I mean. For those top laners out there, okay, putting your ward right here doesn't really help you, okay, because it was warded, but she still got caught out. Okay, put your wards like right here. Okay, right here. So you can see them from a distance and let your team ping you out and give you some chance to run away. I mean, Xin Zhao came on a ward. He was seen, but she couldn't get away. Okay. Now all I'm doing is farming. Killing the minions here and not taking the tower because I really, really want the extra gold. And then I back away. Lissandra just got a double kill in the mid lane, so that's really good. Next thing I go for is a pickaxe, so I can get my Tiamat. Tiamat is essential on Lee Sin. You can build it into a Titanic Hydra or Ravenous. I've been experimenting recently with the Titanic Hydra, where I stack health, where I'll go like Tiamat, Black Cleaver, Sightstone, a Titanic Hydra, and then like Sterix, and just stack a lot of health. It's really, really strong. But it takes a while to vamp up. So I get pinged out here and I get seen, but regardless, I still get my roam off because one, I don't have flash, but I do have my ulti and I do have a ward. I have 3 wards, as you can see right there. What's up, Pedro? I got 3 wards on me, so I'm ready to make a play. And sure enough, the play is made. I kind of wait because she just stands there. I wait for her to walk up to get some farm, and it was really easy from there. Easy kill. Really easy to execute. You just walk up, ward jump, kick, and when you have someone with hard CC like Lissandra, like ganking this lane is you're almost guaranteed to kill. Really simple. And just like that, anyone from 2-0 to 0-2, like that, just like that. Okay, I mean, she's 2-2, but you get my point. Like, she's died twice, like 2 times straight, and it's really imperative that Lissandra gets her Rod of Ages as soon as possible. So it's really good that it was a good idea for me to go mid and help her out because she really needed the Rod of Ages as soon as possible. Alright, so here I am. I don't have ulti, which means I kind of want to avoid fighting. My only goal here is to just get the minions and get the cannons and whatnot. So if she wants to fight me, it's whatever, but she sees that I disrespect her and she comes in to try and fight, so I just ward hop away. Any attempts at this point are pretty futile without ignite. She's tanking 6 of my minions and me, so all I'm trying to do right here is pretty much bait her as hard as I can. And the bait is successful because she tanks a lot of tower shots. 2 tower shots. She's tanking my minions, 6 of my minions. I have ignite and a Tiamat, and she doesn't have a chance. It's close, but I knew she didn't have a chance. Alright, like yeah, I mean, she was tanking my minions. She tanked 2 tower shots. It wasn't really close. It was close, but like it was a calculated. Like I knew I was gonna live. Alright. So I just solo killed the Riven without my ultimate, which is really good. I'm looking for another roam in the mid lane, and I kind of see that they're fighting without me. So, and he gets a really good flash. Right there, really good flash. I end up making a pretty poor play here. I get a kill, but it's a poor play. I miss the Q, and I flash. But I kicked Leona and not the Annie. If I would have kicked the Annie, that would have been an easy kill there. So she goes in hard, but Riven's right there. I go in on Leona because I know I can guarantee that kill if I land the Q, which is what I do. Lissandra, on the other hand, ulted Riven instead of herself, and she died. But again, I missed the kick. I flash kicked the Leona and not the Annie. That was because I didn't have vision. I have wards, but I didn't really think about warding there. So that's where I messed up. Excuse me. Next thing I'm going for is Ruby Crystal. Right now I'm like, Ruby Crystal is a really neutral buy. You can buy it into a Sightstone, you can buy it into a Phage, a Kindle Gem, a Giant Spell. Like, it's a really good item to get when you have 400 gold just lying around. So let's go and rewind that really quickly. I accidentally fast forwarded. So, when to engage your opponent, when not to engage your opponent. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minions and a cannon minion. So, and she only has 2 minions that are about to die, 1 full health minion, caster, and a cannon that's about to die also. So my priority here, she has red buff, and she has a level up on me. In an ideal, like, there's no scenario where I would want to fight this. But I have minion advantage, and minion advantage against someone as squishy as Riven is actually really, really good. So my priority here was to kill the minions, and that's exactly what I do. Just like that. All I did was smack the minions there. I didn't even touch her. But now she's taking 7 minions and a cannon, And she, like, I'm also very strong. I have a Tiamat. So I won the trade. She has 600 health. I have almost 1,000. Now fighting Riven under tower. Now looking at her health, I know for a fact I can kill her with my combo. Okay, but the problem is I need to land my Q. Now she makes it very easy for me. For some reason. I mean, she made it too easy for me. Again, wait for her to engage. I can't force an engage on her because her minions are there, and her minions are about full health. So I wouldn't be able to clear them unless I use multiple spells, which means I wouldn't have them when the fight with Riven starts. So I wait for her to engage, which is exactly what happened. I knew she would come in as soon as she got the cannon minion because she felt like she had minion advantage. Now those minions are really low, which means one auto attack for me and they're dead. Even if I just auto Riven, the cleave passive will kill them. She gives me a clear path to her, land my Q, and after that it was like, I even get the auto attack after to seal it. Yeah, really simple. Alright, so next thing I go for is my Sightstone, and right now I have 7 wards on me. Like, that's not, it seems pretty wasteful, but 7 wards is really good. Like, that's, you want to be warding. You're Lee Sin, you're blind, you need help. So they ping me out, they see me on the ward here, it didn't matter because I stepped on the trap. So I just wanted to shove it in because I knew that Caitlyn was going to recall. She didn't know if I had Ignite or Ultimate, so she was going to play it safe. I make a pretty poor decision here by starting Drake. I told the team to come help me out, but the thing is I underestimated how quickly they would rotate, and they rotated really well. I got 60 locked pretty hard here, and I died. Rip. Again, poor decision making on my part. I kind of hoped I thought my team would be a little closer, but they weren't. And I didn't take into consideration that there might be a ward on the Dragon Pit. Alright, so that was my mistake. But regardless, I start the Drake up again. Sin calls out that he doesn't have Smite, but it's okay because I'm Lee Sin. Now as Lee Sin, you want to land your Q at least pretty close to 1k health. And when it gets down, for me, it's when it gets down to about 400 HP or 300 HP, that's when you want to activate your second, or your resonating strike to execute. I really like holding onto the Tiamat because it makes farming very simple.
Red team's turret has
Listen.
been
Nice little trick, if you're low health and have a W, you can take Scuttles and regen quite a bit of health. Because your W gives you lifesteal and spell vamp, so hitting Scuttles you take no damage but you regen, so nice little thing to remember.
killing spree. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, so I'm looking to make a play. I have my ultimate, I have flash, but I go ahead and help Soraka with warding. Also really important. If you're thinking, oh, you only have that many wards because you're Lee Sin, it doesn't matter. You can upgrade your trinket on anybody and help your support ward. I think I get a good kick here. I think it's a good kick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I have flash, I have wards, I have my ulti. I'm ready to make a play here. I believe I do. Yeah. Tank tower just long enough for Sin to go in. Easy, just like that. I really like that kick though. I love doing that as Lee Sin. It's like the funnest thing ever. Alright, take your shower. So, how to do the flash kick on Lee Sin. You pretty much activate your ulti mid-Q, mid-second Q. So right here I activate my kick. I don't even make contact with him and I activate the kick. And then once you press R, you're gonna see the little bar that's channeling the ultimate. All you need to do is flash behind him. You pretty much just press R flash. It's really easy. As long as you just get the flash behind him, you're perfect. I was hoping to get Riven, but it's a lot easier with Rengar because he doesn't have a stun or a dash. Alright, so I'm in trouble here, so what I want to do is I want to get out of here like as soon as possible. Ward hop away. Soraka does a really good job keeping me alive. And she does die, so God bless that Soraka. I live, because I'm Lee Sin. And carrying wards is very important. I'm just trying to bait her and keep her here, instead of going mid lane. Alright, so next thing I'm going for is to finish my cleaver. You're probably wondering, why didn't you finish Ravenous, why didn't you finish Titanic? Frankly, because I didn't know which one I was getting. Oh, this is a funny part. Check this out. I didn't know which one I was gonna do first, get. So I was like, okay, it doesn't mean I can't just go for cleaver. Alright, I mean, I can still go for cleaver. It's still an essential item in my opinion on Lee Sin. So. Oh man, it's so funny. Yeah, she was scared. So yeah, finishing the cleaver next. I still don't have an item complete, but Tiamat's a good item. I go in to land the Q just to simply bait out some of their CC. I take full CC, but I make from Leona, but I make sure to get the kickoff and keep her away from the Jinx. I go in on the Riven and switch the tanking to me because I have a lot of health. And I managed to escape. And I think we get 4 for 1. I think. Okay, we got 4 for. Oh, we got clean ace. We got a clean ace without anyone dying, so that's really good. I thought somebody had died, but I guess not. Alright, so next thing I'm going for, I get an extra ruby crystal. You'll see it there on the bottom left hand side. What's up, brother? You'll see it on the bottom left hand side, and I got that again because one, I can build it into a locket, I can build it into a giant spell, I can build it into a lot of things, okay? Like, so it's not the worst thing to get. A Spectre's Cow, like, you know what I mean? If you have 400 gold to spare on Lee Sin, it wouldn't be the worst thing to buy Ruby Crystal. It would be one of the better things to do. Bait out the anti-flash. Pretty much just looking for a fight here. The Jinx is at red buff. I just got enough gold to get my black cleaver, so I told the team I'm leaving and get back. Luckily they listen. Alright, so I finished my black cleaver. I'm pretty tanky. Actually, I'm pretty beefy. I won't go tanky. But yeah, we're gonna focus a little bit on the team fight here. As a top laner that deals damage, you don't really want to just run up in front of everyone and kill him like this Riven. What am I doing? I'm sneaking in through the back. I'm flanking, so I can get closest to the carries. Just the Q. I tried to kick her into the cave, but she died before. Ward hop. I don't think I flashed. That wasn't my flash, was it? Oh goodness, that was my flash. I guess I accidentally pressed it or something. But I mean, Jinx is over the wall. She's getting untouched. Me and Lee Sin at the front line. We're tanking everything, and we're like getting everyone's attention. All right. I think they try and re-engage here. Yeah, right here on Zin. Here I'm just running in the back. Look where I'm standing. I'm standing in the front. Look at this. I'm standing in the front because I know, one, I'm the beefier of everyone else on the team, and two, like, that's my job. Like, I'm supposed to be tanking as much as I can. You know? Rengar jumps onto Jinx, but they have Soraka there with exhaust. Like, she's just dead. Staying together as a team, grouped together, never separated. And when you do separate, we rotate quickly. It's really easy. And This is game over. No. Good game. As for my build, what I would have built next, it was definitely going to be a Titanic Hydra. That's what I was going to go for next. Titanic Hydra, then I would have gone for a Sterix or Dead Man's Blade. Riven was behind. I made her buy the chain vest early, which was really good. If you can get a Riven to buy like armor like that, it's really good. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I did my job, and that's why Riven wasn't able to fight me early, because she had armor and not so much damage. But the build would have been Titanic Hydra next. I would have finished it into the upgraded Sightstone, into Sterix or Dead Man's Blade. Sterix being the more offensive of the two, Dead Man's Blade being the defensive. But they had a Caitlyn with 2 kills, Rengar with 2 kills, Riven with 5 kills. I was probably gonna go Sterix. And I would have switched to a sweeper eventually. But just like that, I mean, it was a good game. Kudos to my team. We had a really good team effort, and we couldn't have won without the. Okay, like in the early game when I got the first blood and Lissandra jumped in and just died, like I could have BM'd her there. I could have said like, "What the fuck are you doing? There's no need for that. I got first blood. You just gave Riven an assist. My lane is fucked." Like I could have done all that stuff, but I didn't, because one, I got first blood and I knew I can carry. All right, I knew I can carry, and it was more like with the chatting that was done after that death was Lissandra said, "My bad, I didn't need to do that," and then I followed with, "Yeah, you didn't need to do that. I already got first blood. It was worth." And then Zin said, "Okay, I'm gonna go top. Riven doesn't have flash," and that's when he ganked. You know what I mean? It's like it's just clean, clear communication. Like, hey, you didn't need to do that. You messed up. But she did that herself. She was like, if you give them a chance, they'll admit their mistake. They'll be like, okay, you know, I fucked it up. I shouldn't have gone in, but I did. And then your response should always be, you did, yeah, I'm glad you caught it. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Runes and Masteries, I'll go ahead and look at them now. Let's go ahead and look at the Runes and Masteries. I can say them, but I want to show y'all instead. Alright, so always maxing Q first, E second. Against someone like Riven, if you're against someone who's like really like a Mundo or a Shen or somewhere like along those lines, then I would max Safeguard, Iron Will, the W, and just AFK farm and sustain the entire way. But anyways, 99% of the time you max your Q first, E second. Anyways, for the runes I use 80 reds, 80 quints, armor yellows, 6 CDR blues so I can get to 5%, and 3 scaling MR blues. For my masteries I make sure to take 4 points in sorcery for the extra 5%. So I start the game off with 10%, and then I get to 30 with the black cleaver. CDR and Lee Sin isn't really like the most important thing, but it helps, you know. It's definitely not a bad thing. So build path, I started cloth 5 against Riven since I didn't have teleport. Then I rushed the Ninja Tab Eyes to help me like defensively, and then I went for Tiamat into Sightstone Black Cleaver. Right. Black Cleaver wouldn't have been a bad first item to get, but I got Tiamat because Tiamat's just really good on Lee Sin. It combos really well with his E, or the AoE from his E. But this was my Lee Sin game. I really hope it helps you all out. People sometimes always think like, oh man, I'm going against Riven, this game is over, I hate playing Riven. But Riven has one flaw, and that is she is very squishy. If you can take advantage of that, then you'll win every time. Alright, well, like, that's when I play against Riven, I'm like, oh my god, I'm playing against a Riven. Like, I hate playing against Riven. But once I buckle down and settle down and see that, yeah, Riven's not that good. It's always better. But good luck. don't forget, continue to send me replays. I am willing to watch them and go over them. And again, try and send me only top lane, mid lane, and jungle videos. Alright, I can help you out with support, but it's not the best. Like, it'd be a lot better if you send me top lane, mid lane, and jungle videos. Thank you all for watching. I will see you later.